cameras. We're going to use these not just for detection of movement, but we're also going to be able to measure temperatures. So thermometric technology is employed as well inside the same thermal camera. So the same thermal camera that gives you a wide view of the sub and looking for movement also is able to measure temperatures. You can point anywhere on the screen and get an instant temperature reading, accurate about 5 degrees. You can create hot zones to be able to say if it goes over X number of degrees, anywhere up to 18 of these zones, I can monitor the temperature and actually cause alerts to fly based on a threshold being crossed. So now we've got some real-time technology employed. So if you start having a bad connection or heat build up in key components, you can know that. Also, even the area behind the substation, for example, you could have anywhere in the field of view, for example, it's over X number of degrees. Like, for example, if there was a fire in the woods or in the brush behind the substation, you'd pick that up as well. So obviously, a lot of key information that can be gathered from this. But the key here is that we can create these zones and cause that PTZ camera to zoom in. So not only are your operational people getting information that, hey, this area is hot, but that PTZ camera is going to zoom in tight and you're going to see exactly what's going on there and be able to diagnose things. So whenever you have problems, that's also a key part. You can use these PTZ cameras to diagnose things even before you send crews, reducing downtime when they get there by having the right pieces, parts. Also, too, we can use SCADA as an input into the system. So we can use input-output modules. It doesn't need to be on the same network as your SCADA. It typically would never be, as a matter of fact. But we have your PLC and your SCADA. If you have switch outputs, you can say, okay, over voltage, under voltage, current conditions, temperature conditions, pin switches, you name it, whatever you monitor with your SCADA, you can send whatever key information triggers to our system through these I/O modules. You can have as many of them as you want to accommodate how many SCADA inputs you want to accommodate, and we can actually cause the PTZ camera to zoom in there as well. So, for example, pin switch on a door on a cabinet gets open, you want SCADA to alert, it'll zoom in automatically if that pin switch flies, or temperatures, or over voltage, under voltage, whatever. So you're able to actually get that optical zoom with that PTZ based on SCADA inputs. And you can also go the other direction. So, for example, the temperature alerts, any kind of condition that we're watching for, you can trigger outputs on those modules that go into your SCADA. So now your SCADA can also be alerted, for example, if you get over temperature measurements based on the thermometric cameras, for example. So the whole idea here is we're continuing to add in more and more inputs into the system. So it's all about alerting and directing that PTZ camera so you can